I've been reporting on this person for a long time now. A biological male, Richard Cox, claims he's a woman, which in many communities gives him free access to women's locker rooms and bathrooms. However, anytime he shows up to a day program for children, he's breaking the law in Virginia. However, Fairfax County PD has not arrested or charged Cox for his visits to rec centers. So I asked the police chief, why not? New video shows registered Tier 3 sex offender Richard Cox walking out of Fairfax County's Our Special Harbor Spray Ground, a water park designed for young kids with disabilities, and walking in the direction of Chessie's big backyard playground. As you can see, these are popular places for kids, and on the day this video was shot last August, a ton of kids and families were there. There's also a licensed preschool at the rec center. Cox is not allowed within 100 feet of a child day program. But the Fairfax County Police Department never arrested or charged Cox for this visit, nor did they charge him for entering the women's locker rooms at Oakmont Rec Center, Audrey Moore Rec Center, and Franconia Rec Center. That's where witnesses told police Cox, who remains biologically male, exposed himself to women and girls. According to emails obtained by 7 News, police officers working the case gathered evidence to prosecute Cox, but no arrest was ever made. Sean Kennedy is the president of Virginians for Safe Communities, which uncovered this new video and police emails.
The sex crimes unit at Fairfax County Police, as is demonstrated by these records, worked hard on this case for months to make an arrest. And that's unfortunate that all their work went for naught, and this man went on to victimize more people in Arlington County.
After months of trying unsuccessfully to get an interview of Fairfax County Police Chief Kevin Davis, I attended a press conference where he announced the arrest of more than a dozen men charged with soliciting minors for sex, which seemed like an appropriate place to ask why his department never arrested Richard Cox. In response to my question, Chief Davis read a lengthy written statement which included the following.
On November 3rd, 2024, and he was in a shower in a locker room, taking a shower, and the policy of Parks and Rec allowed him and other persons to, and I'm reading this verbatim, to use the locker room of the gender that they identify with. So a crime was not committed. So he was not arrested by Fairfax County police officers. When we don't have probable cause, we don't arrest.
Which Davis says explains why Cox was not arrested for indecent exposure. But it doesn't explain why he wasn't arrested for being too close to a children's facility.
It is untrue to say he did not commit a crime. Richard Cox's mere presence at a child care facility and a public facility that caters to children is a felony offense.
This is why we've continued to cover this story. Arlington County law enforcement charged and arrested Richard Cox for nearly identical crimes, but Fairfax County has refused to take action against a Tier 3 sex offender who in these videos clearly appears to be violating the law. We will continue to press for answers on why. Nick Minock, 7 News.